and welcome to another training session brought to you by Simple Saving Habits. Today I'll walk you through how to use a debt repayment plan using the Debt Snowball Method. You can find this Excel spreadsheet you see on screen online on my website at simplesavinghabits.blogspot.com. The link is listed there in the top right hand corner. All you need to get started is have a list of your loans, the current balances, the interest rates, and the minimum payments for those loans. To save time, I've already started to fill out this plan with sample data. To start, enter today's date and your loan information. I've used January 1st, 2015 and 4 accounts, 2 credit cards, 1 car loan, and 1 student loan. Next, rank each debt in order of importance for being paid off. You can focus on the highest interest rate first or focus on the lowest balances. It's up to you. I've chosen to focus on the 2 credit cards first, then the car loan, then the student loan. Now let's quickly look at what happens when you pay only the minimum payments for each loan. As you can see in column I, each of these loans is listed in months until paid off. This means this is the number of months it takes until that loan is completely paid off. For the student loan, you can see it takes 110 months. The time until you're debt-free is listed here at the bottom, and for these 4 accounts, that wouldn't be until February of 2024. In total, $2,800 worth of interest will be paid on these loans when only the minimum payment is being paid. Now let's look at what happens when you use the Debt Snowball Method. The Snowball Method compounds your payments until all loans are paid off. What this really means is once one loan is paid off, it takes that payment of the first loan and puts it towards the next. You can see what happens here when you use the Snowball Method. Overall, total interest paid is $1,700, and the last payment date for the loan is September of 2018. That's 9 years sooner than what would happen if you were only paying minimum payments. To get the details behind this snowball, you can click on the snowball schedule. Now this will show you the summary of each account, the total balances, the rates, your base payments, the months it takes for each of these, the month that debt is paid off. So you can see the MasterCard and the Visa card here will be paid off in 2016. The total interest paid of each account, and the total debt, which is just that total value plus the interest. When you scroll down, you can see the exact schedule of each month of what you'd be paying. Using the Debt Snowball Method, you would see that once that MasterCard payment is paid off, it takes that excess amount and puts it towards the next payment. So that would be the Visa card being paid off and that additional amount being put towards the MasterCard. And that continues on and so forth until the very last payments for the student loan of $391 gets compounded, and that whole value of your payment is being applied to your student loan, causing that to be paid off sooner. Now there's additional ways that you can help pay off your debt sooner. If you go back to the first page, you'll see a spot for a snowball. And this is just an initial value of extra money you can pay each month. So say you've completed your budget and you know that you can pay an extra $50 each month for the rest of the debt life. If you put that value here, your total debt payments now just went up by $50. How that $50 has affected your total debt is listed below. You'll see the interest paid just dropped to $1,500, and the last payment is in May of 2018. If you click over to the snowball schedule, you'll see that snowball amount listed here in the column, and that has now been applied to the MasterCard, which was listed as your first priority ranked. Now when you scroll through, you can see how each payment has changed slightly and that you've shortened your debt repayment plan until of May 2018. Now going back to the snowball, you may have that extra $50, but you have two important loans that you want to pay against. Say the MasterCard and the Visa card is really bugging you and you want to get those off your plate as soon as possible. Here in column G, you can spread out that snowball value and say $25 towards the MasterCard, the car loan is going to stay the same, the Visa is going to go up by another $25, and the student loan will stay the same. Now, you're still paying that $570, but that $50 has been allocated between your credit cards. Now, when you go over to your snowball schedule, you can see what happens when you would change to your new payment of the snowball. So that $100 for the MasterCard has changed, and the Visa has also changed to $105. The total interest for using the new payment is the $1,556, and the last payment happens in May of 2018. So we've slightly changed from using a new payment to the minimum payment in snowball. It just depends on how much debt you really have, how many accounts, what the interest rates are of these accounts, and what you really want to focus on by changing your priority. I've listed a section here where you can take notes and play around with changing up your payment ranks, changing up your snowball amount or your new payments to seeing what really helps you out the best. Overall, focusing on your loans with the highest interest rates will save you the most money. But sometimes you might want to get the smallest values out of the way quickly to keep you going on your payment plan. Now, one more additional function as part of this payment plan is over on the snowball schedule. Here you can enter some extra payments that don't happen every month but occasionally happen to help pay off debt. For example, when you get that tax return, you might be able to put a portion of that towards your debt. So you can list that out here and see how that affects your total debt. So even if you put $200 towards your payments, you'll see how that additional payment changed and your MasterCard got paid off sooner. That'll automatically put an extra payment towards your highest ranked value at that point of time. So there you have it. That's the debt repayment plan using the snowball method. Again, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to me using my Facebook page or the website. I'll be happy to answer any questions to help you out. Thanks again for listening to this video.